our little island. Hey, there's Panda. So today I was kind of gonna work on building a little bit of a base. Panda was planning on working on the bridge, so he's gonna go putz on that and see if we can get some access to the mainland. With me, I was gonna start working on some sort of house in this island. So we got a lot of room to work with. Don't know exactly how I'm gonna approach it, but we just wanted to get something going. For right now, we just kind of cleared out a lot of the foliage here, so all the trees, bushes, but it keeps spawning back. I've used Mr. Dodic here, which is honestly, his color's super cool, but super good find. So he's kind of been our stone farmer to get up materials, and then that baby beaver that we got is grown up right now, so he's been farming a lot of the wood, and will help us get access to some sort of base. So let me work on that, and then we'll see how it turns out. But mainly thinking some stone foundations. I got stone walls and wood walls and wood ceilings, so I think I might do a similar design from before, maybe with some twist, and at least get going. We then might build some other stuff or build other bases on some of these other islands, but we just wanted to get at least something down here. With that said, I'm just gonna kind of wing it for now. This isn't the most flat area, so I gotta be a little bit careful about size. However, I don't think it'll be too bad. So even if it's like, you can see, even if I went down here, it would still, yeah, because that still is level with the top of it, because I want to make sure this doesn't get too far up or down. And I don't think, because if I place it, oh, okay, so I can do this. Okay, I don't think you could do that in the other ARK, so this is actually a nice feature that I can do. So I can get it as low as I want on the top section of it, so then it's flush up here, and then as it comes out, so yeah, as it comes out, it's gonna slowly kind of stick out, but that's gonna be way less than if I started it, I keep pulling that out, started it kind of up here. So yeah, but I'm going to at least place down, we'll start with like a 10 by 10 just to see what it looks like. This side kind of drops off a little bit, and then I will clear out these bushes too to help. Well, that broke. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so now let's clear this out. You know, I might use the beaver. He might clear this out a little bit quicker. Like a lawnmower. Go lawnmower. Yeah, he's a lot quicker. He's also been super good for farming up our narco berries right now. So even just that little bit of farming, he's almost gotten me 500. Yeah, this at least helps me see what I'm working with. Should have probably done this before I started. Okay, so this is at least looking pretty solid. Okay, and also we might take out like this end one, because I see that's pretty far down. All right, so yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a 10 by 10 is kind of the foundation, and we'll see how it goes from there. So, ooh, okay. So I wonder if I should have built, yeah, this should have been my starting point. And that's also why I probably should have cleared it out before I did anything. So let me cut back to this spot again. I'm gonna pick up all those foundations, but we'll work with this spot as our high point, so something like that. So it's gonna be a tad bit higher than before, but that's gonna clear that top section. So let me pick these up, and then I will cut back. Okay, so then this should be 10 long, and then I'll probably go 10 wide. Okay, so I at least have my 10 by 10 outlined, so I'm just gonna fill in the rest with foundations. Except I'm out of foundations now. And here's Panda probably doing the same thing I am. He probably ran out of materials. The other thing too, so once I get these crafted, I might go up on the pterodactyl and fly just to see kind of positioning, just to make sure it looks fine. If I don't like where it's at, then I may just do some adjustments too. It looks okay from here, but sometimes when you get up, you know how it goes, where it looks way off, or like, nope, it's definitely one block too forward or one block too much to the right. So I'm just gonna do a double check before I start going ham on the building. You don't want to get through the entire build and have to tear it down, or you make too much progress where you're like, yep, it's not moving. So it's better to do it early than way later. Made that mistake plenty of times. The one nice thing about building too has been, it's just been pumping my level up. So we're actually unlocking so much stuff right now. I forgot when you build that you start unlocking or leveling up super quick. So there's a lot that I will touch on later, but I mean, we already got metal gear unlocked. We got the guns and stuff unlocked. We got a lot of saddles, big metal structures, the greenhouse. Yeah, so there's quite a bit we have done. But pretty much just off screen we were farming, so nothing too fancy. And then with building structures between the two of us, it's been quite a bit of XP. All right, so let's go back. So I guess actually then before I start filling, so let's just check up here. I mean, all things considered, that looks okay. Yeah, I almost would have preferred it if I got it straight kind of like here, because this seems kind of the natural focal point. So for example, if it was more like this. Okay, I decided I'm gonna do it that way. So instead of keeping with this, we're just going to replace them really quick. Yeah, I don't know if it's more an OCD thing with me where I just have to have it a certain way. So once I get it set, it should be I'm usually pretty good with it. But sometimes the initial spot, it just gotta be just right, or else it just bugs me later. So I also generally just kind of rebuild for the most part. I don't try to look up any guides. Sometimes I'll kind of take inspiration or ideas from stuff, but a lot of my builds I just kind of wing it. Hope for the best. Some turn out good, some turn out terrible and hate them, but I'd rather take the time to do this now. It takes forever to pick all this stuff up. There's probably an easier way, and if there is, let me know. I know when I think on Evolved, when S Plus was a thing, you could use the gun. It was like a pickup gun, so you just spam it at all the blocks and you could pick up everything. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, so that seems to flow a little bit better with the island. Ooh, wow, look at this bridge. That's looking fancy already. Well, he made a lot more progress than I thought. But as, yeah, the island comes in, this is kind of your main door. Yeah, so it kind of flows into this a little bit better. So I'm liking that a lot more. So, okay, let's fill in the rest with the foundations. Okay, all of those are filled. So I got at least our base in. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do the stone or wood walls for kind of aesthetics. Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. But yeah, I was just gonna fill up each kind of side with wood, and then I'm gonna do kind of these stone walls in the middle. So I was just testing it out. Just, it makes it easier for all the dinos to come in, so I've always kind of preferred that. It's kind of just filling it in, and then a lot of times I like leaving windows open or spaces open, so it's like filling it up. I might have filled those up way too high. And then yeah, I like the way everything, oh, that is a new feature. Couldn't do that in ARK before. So something like that. Alright, man, the struggle bus of placing stuff though. I'll have to remove those top blocks, the top wood walls. Then I'll probably fill all this in. So it's gonna be a lot of wood going. Yeah, and once I kind of get this filled in, I'm going to possibly do some sort of stair system to make a second floor. And I don't know too if I'm gonna make this 3 or 4 high. I would say though, this building seems a little bit better than Evolved so far. Everything snaps way cleaner. Because Evolved would have issues where it would just like flip-flop like this constantly. Blocks would get placed super poorly, and this seems a little more snappy, which I'm liking, besides that. Okay, so there's at least a base. I think I'm just gonna keep it 3 high to match. Actually, no, I'm gonna do 4 because then that'll clean up. Yeah, we're gonna do 4 high because then it'll put a gap, yeah, between. So then let's do, yeah, we'll have to change that. So yeah, something like that. So yeah, more of that look, less of this. And then I'll fill it all around. I think the stairs I may try to wrap around. And then I do want to do kind of an outside layer of stone. Okay, looking good, looking good. Oh my god, this side has been like, I cannot place them correct. Everything looks good and then bang. Yeah, then it's more of a centered system so you can kind of walk through. And then I'm probably gonna leave more of this open. Where some designs I kind of keep it closed off or bridging. Okay, bye. Okay, so then let's get, and then there's stuff where, that's why I said I'm gonna have to add some of this outside, so we're gonna get some ramps going. Okay, got a little more stuff built up, so I think I'm gonna do an outline really quick. Alright, hopefully this gives me enough, but probably won't. What's up, Lucky? Feeling lucky, punk? Yeah, but it's looking pretty good. So let's... Oh, hello there. There's Panda farming for me. Much appreciated. Because I know it's a lot of work, and lots of work, so he at least lets me work on that. I can at least focus on this in the meantime. So all right, I kind of wanted to do something like this then, and then eventually I'll get kind of the railings going. I just wanted to see what it looked like. The other thing, which now that I'm looking, I might change it to, so I might change them to the actual stairs. Yeah, I think I like that better. So yeah, I think I'll do the actual stairs. So I can't do it on that one either. Okay, I'll come back for that. And that's the struggle of building on uneven surfaces sometimes, so it comes with the territory. Okay, but that's kind of the general look. Now it's at least easy to get in and out of. I guess too, I could at least place that and then work on the rest, so. And I think I'm gonna do the stairs in the back. So I think I want to do stairs that wrap around, and I might do double stairs. We'll see. So I gotta go up 3, maybe just 1 single stair. Because the other thing is I could block off this, start my stairs a little bit further back, or if we start them here. So then if I block off these windows for now, and then if I do, so we'll flatten it out. And then we'll go up 2 this way, so it meets in the middle. And I think I kind of want to do it on both sides. These snapping points are kind of rough. Okay, I think something like this then. We'll probably block off that window too, or we'll just block off the top portion. Yeah, we'll block off this. I might just leave that bottom portion. You know what? I'll just fill it in so it kind of matches that side. But I'm gonna leave all those front ones open, so. Alright, so kind of when you walk in, then you'll see that stairs. I think I'm going to leave kind of the bulk of this open. And then do kind of an upstairs section. Maybe wrap it around too, but I'm going to play that. Maybe just fill the center. So let me get more blocks building, and then I still got to clear out these. So I got to clear out those to make it kind of match. It's looking pretty good so far. Okay, and then I was thinking of putting the forges underneath the stairs. Ooh, they snap. I don't know if I want snapping though. Okay, so let me finish filling these in. Okay, so it'll be kind of something like this. So then I got forges in the back. We got the upstairs. So if we need to expand any of our things, it should be fine. There's plenty of room if we ever get the industrial forge. And then I might do kind of the same up here. Hey, there goes Panda. Good luck on your adventures. Goodbye. So yeah, I think I'm gonna possibly do about the same up top, minus the stairs, but very similar to this. Yeah, we'll kind of work from there. I'm eventually gonna get like railings on the side. I want to get that fixed and then start bringing in. So my initial thought is to centralize it. So I was almost thinking of putting like a smithy smack dab in the middle with some storages and that. Now I might just do that. So let's just see. Because yeah, we no longer really need these storages. I want to get the mortar and pestles down. Okay, I think this is what I'm gonna do for kind of a center area. So then we'll place the smithy and maybe might place some of the chests along the wall. And then we'll just kind of do our smithy in the middle. So then we can take the dino, comes in. All right, and then I think I'm gonna do kind of a railing outside similar to my last base, but I kind of wanted to duplicate what I had below. So again, something similar. So it's gonna be kind of a duplication of it, but you're gonna be able to go out these onto like a railing, mainly for aesthetics. The other thing too, so Panda got me some bunk beds that I might just place down, which probably isn't a bad idea. Just for spawn points. So having them on rafts is probably not the greatest idea. Okay, I think got everything kind of moved over, but this is kind of the immediate finished product. So I got my storage here. We have our smithy here, mortar and pestle, preserving bins. We got the forges down for getting metal, and then go upstairs. I got to work on this still, but I got the bunk beds down, and then I won't spend too much time, but I may just do a quick montage of finishing the rest. That's kind of what we're looking at, but yeah, it's a work in progress. Pretty much you can come right in, smithy's here, and then we can leave. So fly out the windows, that kind of stuff. I think I got all the pieces built, so I should be good to finish the rest of the build. It took quite a while, so but I figured it would be worth it to get everything in one go rather than stop and go having to farm. I'm hoping this will turn out how I wanted. So like I said kind of before, I'm just winging it and changing it as I go, but I think for the most part we're just gonna finish this similar to the bottom story or the first floor. Move some of these dinos up here for now, just to be a little safer. Here we got a blue drop coming in. And it has a ring, so it should be a little bit rarer items, potentially. And don't worry, I have more. So pretty much I'm gonna get this all blocked off. I'm gonna do my walkway out here, which is gonna wrap all the way around. Yeah, finish the ceiling, and then I will work on the roof. We kind of moved everything in here to look a little bit nicer, and added a little finishing details on some. Yeah, I wanted to go with, after we talked a little bit, was I thought these were kind of cool for thatch railings. They look a little bit more fancy. Granted, they would get destroyed in about a hit if anything does attack it. But we're gonna go for aesthetics instead of anything else. I could do them as stone railings and just call it a day, but I was like, yeah, I like the look of these, and then it'll match the bridge a little bit better. I think, though, I'm probably gonna have to build more once I do the top level. I must have miscalculated my number, but yeah, no, I think that's looking pretty snazzy. So while we're here, let's go check out this blue drop, see what we got, see what's in store. Okay, well, a whole bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of stone structures, but we got an ascendant diplo. Okay. I mean, interesting stuff. That is super cool. Alright, I'll just put all this in here. Oh, it's a blueprint too. Nice. Okay, let's just put the last finishing block there. And then let's start our balcony here. Oh my god, I did it again. Fortunately, it seems like it's super easy to do, where I don't feel like the other ARK did that type of snapping as much, because it targets like when you're looking. So if I'm targeting here, it's good, but it's the moment you're here, it just pops it down. So I almost have to aim more at the base, I think. The snapping points are definitely different than I'm used to. Oh, I wonder, I could aim out here actually. I think it's because I'm aiming at the building. It's just snapping to the building. Okay, this seems a little better. Yeah, see, that was a rogue snap. Like, you don't even feel like you're aiming there. Yeah, because how if I'm aiming down, how does it snap up? I'll just have to get used to it. So then I think we're gonna want to finish the ceiling. We'll have to get the railing here. Let me grab some stairs or ladders. I think I built some ladders. Actually, let's do the railings. And I wanted to do also, if I can. Yeah, okay. I wanted to put railings on these. Yeah, some of these snapping points are just a little weird. Not quite what I'm used to. So it takes a little more time. And then I'll figure out. I may wall this off, but I'll play that by ear. Yeah, and I kind of wanted to do some of these open designs again where... Did that place underneath? Yes, it did. I wanted to kind of do these open designs, so... I mean, just look at the view. It's pretty cool looking, if I don't say so myself. And then also, I wanted to be able to fly these guys in and out of the top level. So then we can just land them in here. Eventually, we're going to fill this up with other fabricators and forges, cookers, you name it, that kind of stuff. But for the time being, we're just going to kind of use it as a barn. I mean, this may become the barn. Yeah, I'm so used to building a little bit quicker. But like I said, I will try to get used to this. If I ever do. Maybe I just gotta aim more. I think that's the part, is I just gotta figure out where the aim points are. Fiddle around a little bit more. I think I naturally go back to my the aim points I'm used to. That's an odd angle. Didn't know you could yeah, that's a very... I did not know you could do that angle. Okay, so that's kind of what I was looking for. Okay, let's start on the roof and finish this bad boy up. So with the roof, I was just thinking of placing ladders and then going down from the ladders. So, you know what? We'll just do this for now. So this will at least get us up. I don't want to go too far because I want this one. So then now I can place my ladder there. Then with this, I can do the ladder straight down. And it's easy enough to go through the hatch. So there, that's kind of what I was thinking. So let's get my base down. Yeah, see, that's where it snaps when you're not careful. So then now I got this stupid one I have to grab, but... Okay, so what I was thinking, so since this is my end, I'm gonna build this as the peak spot. So they're gonna go up sideways. Let me show. So pretty much this is where then the slanted foundations, the slanted roof foundations are gonna go up. And then it'll do it on that side, so then our roof will be here. So I just got to get this going. So this should be our middle points. Yeah, see, some of these snapping points are just weird, so I gotta aim it that way. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking, and then we're gonna do it on the same side. I think I'm gonna do a middle point for both. Yeah, there. Or, oh man, I did it again. All right, so my snapping points is I have to just aim at the current block that I'm snapping it to. So I don't want to move it forward past that point, because if I do, it seems to snap onto the building. So my crosshair is just staying on the current block I want to build. It seems like every time I aim it further, it snaps way out. So this is a little more consistent with getting it built. Yeah, but it's coming along. I'm liking this build too. Get a little bit better at figuring out where to aim it. Yeah, here it's like I slowly pull it to the right, pull it to the right. So it's a consistent snap point at least. Okay, so then let me place some of these. Let's see. All right, and then it'll kind of look something like that. So one peak is gonna go all the way across, and then this is gonna cover this section. So we'll go up from here, if I can snap it correctly. So yeah, it'll look something like this. The hardest part is just going to be finishing this section, which actually should be fine. So I just need to fill in that gap. So I could either continue on and just kind of mesh it together, or I could just wall this off, which I might just wall it off. The building is taking forever. That's probably been the most struggle bus part of this. The building's fun. It's the waiting to build that's a drag. But we're getting there. It's all about the progress. And I figure as long as you're happy with the end product, that's what matters. Because, I mean, I could just build a 4x4 hut and call it a day and not do anything and just build a barrier. Or, I mean, even with us being on an island, we don't even need protection. We could just let the dinos wander. So with that, I do like to put a little bit of extra time and extra details. But I don't want to take 30 hours building something, and yes, I will get those stairs. I just haven't focused that. Okay, let's fix this little section. Okay, don't fall off. This is gonna go across. Okay, there we go. I mean, not perfect, but I will go with that corner. So we're gonna have to match the same on this side. There we go. I wish it could connect here, but it is what it is. And then, yeah, there we go. So, coming along. Okay, so yeah, that is coming along. I actually have a lot more room in here than I was anticipating. So I could even potentially put the doors up here and make this kind of, so yeah, if I wanted to, we can have this kind of our, ooh, I'm digging that. Yep, I think that's what we'll do. And then we're gonna keep probably the birds up here. We will rock it that way. So let's work on getting this side going. I think I went one too wide on this one. All right, I still gotta grab that piece when I grab it, and then I still gotta grab this piece. Yeah, and then my thought was to put those there. Yep, so that should work perfect. Get these going when I got that finished off. Okay, looking good. One's coming together a little bit better. Okay, we're getting super close to being done. Okay, I think I'm gonna call it for now. The base is for the most part done. There's some, again, little stuff I want to mess with. I still got to finish some of the railing up here, but the core of the entire base is pretty much done. So I think up here we're gonna kind of do the like bird pen, so they'll stay safe up here. Second level we may do some of the, I was even thinking maybe eventually the industrial forge. And then kind of the ground level, we're just gonna do mainly our farm and building and that kind of stuff. Forges right there for now, keep some dinos and, but yeah, no, I like how it turned out again. It's not perfect. There's some little stuff again I don't like. As far as it goes, this will make us progress, and I don't think we're gonna have to do too many adjustments. And got the ins and outs of here so the birds can fly in and out. You're gonna be super easy to park up here. Yeah, but as far as this episode goes, I am gonna call it, and hope you enjoyed me building this monstrosity that feels like it took a century to build. Feel free to check out any of Panda's videos. I know we're kind of doing the center now, and then some collabs, some solo stuff, so it'll be kind of a fun in between. And he's got some interesting stuff he's working on and his adventure. But as far as this goes, we're done for now. So catch you on the next episode, and see you later.